12 tips that can help you in the new year. You're only 17 days in the new year. You're only 17 days in the new year. We have a long way to go. There's a lot of, hear me, you don't have a lot of time, but there's enough time to improve. There's enough time to do some things differently and see some better results. I want to help you real quick. Then we got to go. Don't want to hold you long. You have work to do. Your time is valuable and it's valuable to me. So I want to give you some things that I believe can take you to the next level. Number one, 12 tips to improve your year. 12 tips for the new year. Happy New Year to you all. If I don't know you, my name is Dr. Gabriel Allen Powell. I'm the lead pastor at Encounter Church Atlanta, 4209 Northeast Expressway, Doraville, Georgia, aka Atlanta. Man, phenomenal church. This is my podcast called Bandwidth. I believe you need to have capacity to be successful in every area of your life. 12 tips to start the new year. Number one, stop lying. Write that down. Stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying to yourself about what you're going to do. Stop lying to yourself about, I'm gonna be a millionaire this year. I'm about to work out. I'm about to do all these things. Stop lying. Nope. That's how, hear me. It's very important. Watch this. Shakespeare says, to thine own self be true. Be honest. Be honest with yourself about who you are. David Goggins says this, if you're fat, say you're fat. If you're lazy, say you're lazy. Stop lying. Stop walking around presenting yourself to be something that you are not. Here's why you need to improve in that area. Because you will never improve in the areas in which you need to improve in if you do not take a moment to be honest with yourself. I'm lazy. Listen, I am lazy. I'm overweight. I'm obese. I'm unhealthy. I am not what I present myself to be. I don't have money. I'm not a baller. I'm not killing it on my job. As a matter of fact, I got written up yesterday on my job. If my supervisor came to this other environment and told me what type of worker I am, everybody would be surprised or shocked. I am not this. I am not confident. I don't have esteem. I don't feel good about myself. Stop lying. You have to address it. You have to get yourself, hear me, you got to sit down with yourself and say, this is who I really am. Sometimes you have to be your own mirror and say, listen, this is the truth about I am lazy. I am this. I am that. I am not this. I am not that. And until you can be honest with yourself about who you really are. I don't have it together. I'm not as smart as I like to pretend to be. I'm actually, listen, I actually present myself a certain type of way to cover up my real insecurities. This is how you accomplish in the future. This is how you go to the next level. You have to be honest. Listen to me. Listen to me. It is easy to pretend to be something that you are not. Stop lying. Be honest with yourself. Number two, be realistic. Set goals and be realistic about those goals. Listen, the quickest way to fail is to come up with goals that you absolutely cannot accomplish. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Simple is more. Set realistic goals in 2022. This is how you can improve. Set realistic goals in 2022. I want my business to reach the world. Bro, you're selling one product a week. Be realistic. You may not graduate in 2 months or 3 months. No. Be realistic. Put realistic goals in front of you. They are easy. Listen to me. It's easy to accomplish realistic goals versus goals that may be based upon the condition or maybe based upon your circumstance. And here's why it's important to set realistic goals, because you end up being disappointed when you don't reach those goals, thinking that you are a failure. And you're not a failure. The goal was not realistic. So set small goals. This is what I do. I always approach the new year or any task that I'm trying to approach. I always start small. It's okay to think big, but set realistic goals. Think big, but set realistic goals. It makes sense to me. Think big, but set realistic goals. You may not be able to buy a $500,000 house. It does not mean you can't buy a house. It may not be realistic based upon the budget, based upon your credit, whatever. You may not be able to buy a $500,000 house right now, but you can buy a $150,000 or $200,000 house, whatever your context is. So be realistic. Set realistic goals. Number 3, do a self-review and self-improve. Do a self-review. Review your last year. Review the last year. Self-review. What did you do well and how did you fail? What did you do well and where did you fail? What did you do well? Where did you fail? Do a self-review. This is what it means to be in touch with yourself. Not just, to be like feely and touchy. Listen to me. When you don't do self-reflection, when you do not do self-reflection, you cannot identify your weaknesses or your strengths. Hear me very carefully. And you don't have the ability to do an accurate course correct. When you don't do a self-review, you don't have the ability to do an accurate course correct. You must do self-reflection, self-review, examine what you have been, listen to me, examine what you have done well in 2021. And examine where you just absolutely did not do well. I failed in this area. Then you look at your failures and you say, this is rubbish, or watch this. If I failed in this area, I may need to pivot, or I may need to improve in this particular area. Every person needs to sit down and do a self-review. I call it self-reflection. Do to thine own self be true. Self-reflect. Write down 10 things that you did well and 10 things that you didn't do so well. That's self-review. And then put a plan in place to improve. Number 4, clean up. Clean up. That's one thing we can do that's very practical. Clean up. Clean your room. Clean your bathroom. Clean your closet. Get rid of stuff. Go into the new year with a fresh mind. Go into the new year. Get rid of junk. Get rid of junk in your house. Get rid of junk in your closet. Get rid of shoes that you have not worn in 2 and 3 years. Get rid of clothes. Get rid of get clean up. Go under your bed. Clean your bathroom. These are ways that you can start off fresh. You can have a mind that's clean. You cannot live in chaos and think you're going to be successful. How? Clean your house from top to bottom. Clean your apartment from top to bottom. Do a cleaning day. Do a cleaning day. This hear me. This is how many people need to start. Let me slow down and say this. I think that if a person can drive and live in chaos, it's a reflection of what's going on internally. No. A nasty house is not organized chaos. That's a desk. A nasty house, dust, roaches, hair, you name it, crumbs, food, wrappers. Oh God, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't live like that. But if you do not have an organized life, if you can live in filth comfortably and defend it, it says something about what's going on internally. Watch this. And a lot of times when we live like that, if we're like that internally, it manifests externally, keeping us from moving and living and operating in our full potential. Because we have so much in us. So watch this. If I can live in filth, that means my mind is everywhere. It's impossible to be nasty and be comfortable being nasty and be able to say, I'm focused. It's impossible. It's impossible to be focused if you're all over the place. You're scattered. You probably can't think. You probably can't. You're always forgetting stuff. You don't have a clear direction. You probably get distracted very easily. People who live in chaos cannot hear me. You cannot produce at a high level because you are not a focused person. Clean up. Number 5. Don't be so hard on yourself. Move forward. After I reflect on the things I did not do well in 2021, hear me. Move forward. Do not approach the future as if, hear me, do not approach the future as if you're still in the past. You have to self-review. You have to examine. You have to set those goals. You have to be able to say, this is what I did not do well. Get this, y'all. And you have to move forward. You cannot allow your past mistakes to anchor you. You cannot allow, hear me, you have to be determined. I am not going to repeat it. That's why I'm sitting down doing a self-review and I'm putting a plan in place to attack the future differently. You have to, if in fact you're serious about changing behavior, changing your lifestyle, pivoting, doing something different, get this, guys, you should not be in fear that your future is going to be a repetition or is going to reflect or look like the past. You have to move forward. Put in the comments, I got to move on. Number 6, if things are not going well, ask for help. If things are not going well, let me slow down here. If things are not going well, you need to ask for help, y'all. I'm talking about these are tips for 2022. If things are not going well in your life, ask for help. I have never met so many prideful people. I have never met so many if things are not going well, if you can say, hey, I've been in this cycle for a while now. Nothing is changing. Nothing is shifting. Nothing is improving. Let me ask for help. Ask for help. If you can't get your money together, y'all, ask for help. If your life is jacked up, ask for help. Don't try to keep it a secret because guess what? We all know. We can see it. If your life is jacked up, ask for help. If you don't know how to do something, ask for help. Ask for help. If things are not going well in your life, don't sit there. Don't sit there and sink. Ask for help. This is how, yeah. I'm going to have a better 2022. Not if you don't ask for help, yo. I didn't say ask for a handout. I said ask for help. Help and handout, 2 different things. Help says this: I am willing to get assistance in how to think about this, how to approach this. I need another strategy. I need another method. I need your thinking. I need a partner. I can't do it. Some of us are failing not because you're doing something wrong. You're just trying to do it by yourself. Ask for help. Hear me. Why be married and your marriage is going through a difficult time and not go to counseling? Men, obviously what you're saying, what you're doing is not working. Ask for help. There are people who get this. And when you don't ask for help, what you have done, I say this often, when you don't ask for help, what you have said to God is, he's stupid. Now, what do you mean by that? You're saying that God is not smart enough to put the answers in someone else, and you're saying that you have all the answers, but you keep repeating and listen to me, you keep repeating the same thing, coming up with creating a problem. No solution is happening. So when you don't ask for help, what you're saying is God does not, in his infinite wisdom, he did not place the solution in someone. You and him so cool that he's going to give you the answer to everything. But how if you're in you keep repeating the same problem, the same mistakes? Ask for help. All right. Number 7, make some new friends. Put in the comments, check your circle. Check your circle. Make some new friends. When I say make some new friends, step outside the box and get some new associates. The people who your only friends are in the church, yeah, that's a problem. Preachers, your only friends are other pastors? Oh, big problem. Get some new friends. Get some friends who think outside the box. Don't be afraid to get some friends who may not be Christians. When I say friends, we're talking about associates. We're talking about people who are not necessarily in your environment. And I understand that this friend is for a specific reason. This friend, we respect each other's religious choices, but they think differently. They think explosively. They think big. They're not narrow-minded. Your church friends will say, girl, pray about it. This friend says, no, put a plan in place and make it happen. Your church friends will say, oh my God, that thing about to go to the next level. This friend says, I don't think this is not a good plan because I don't see this, I don't see that, I don't see that, I don't see this. Make some new friends. Get some friends who have money. Get some friends who, when y'all go out, they're not expecting you to pay. Yeah. Get some friends who, get this, they drive an expensive car. Why? Because sometimes if everybody in your environment is struggling, you probably won't ever get out of struggle because you don't have an environment that inspires you and stimulates you to think differently, to grind, to hustle, to be creative, to get out there and make it happen. Get some friends who will challenge your speech. Get some friends who will not be like, oh, no, you gonna be all right. No, get some friends who got it together, who making it happen. Get some friends who are leaders in different areas and different environments. Get some leaders who are presidents and CEOs and managers and supervisors, not just all my friends, little workers. No. Get some new friends. Get a friend that's a doctor. I'm not talking about friends to sleep with. I'm talking about friends to challenge you to go to the next level. Get some new friends. You're broke because your circle is broke. Get some new friends that you respect. Watch this. You respect them enough to listen to what they have to say, and it causes you to go to the next level. Get some friends who are not afraid of you. Hear me. The danger about only having friends, because I have a church audience, the danger about only having friends in church is, hear me very carefully, the church has this way of pacifying you and spiritualizing everything that may not be spiritual, or you may need somebody to just straight cuss you out and be like, no, your attitude sucks and this is why you're single. Not, oh, ain't no men out here, or in Atlanta all the men gay. That's not true. That's not true. Maybe you are not attractive enough. Maybe get in a circle, get in an environment of women who always bad. Get in an environment of women who know they always talking about what they be doing for their man. They don't never complain about their man. They always get in an environment where people be traveling once a month, different places. They be going to Spain and so forth. Not to main event. They go to Spain. Get some new friends. Make new friends. Number 8, set new goals. Get this, y'all. Look at your last year. I'm almost done. Look at your last year. Because here's my next point, 11. Look at your last year. Finish what you started. That's my next point. Finish what you started, but set 1 to 2 new goals. Set 1 to 2 new goals. This is what inspires you. And let those goals be not unrealistic, but let them be challenging. Let it be goals that you're like, now I got to study this. Don't be so safe. Set challenging goals. Set goals that will make you study, think, research, interview, ask questions. It stretches you. Set new goals. 13, finish what you started. Stop quitting everything. 11. Finish what you started. Stop quitting everything. Stop adding brand new things without finishing the old. Finish what you start. Why did you get in school only to quit? You didn't put on the Facebook, just got accepted into my bachelor's program. And you done got 59 shares. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations, sir. Only for you to quit. Just got hired, got a new job. Only for you to quit a year after I don't like it. My supervisor, stop quitting. Finish. Stop telling everybody what you're about to do only for you to quit it when you get uncomfortable. Finish. My dad told me, I was like 18, 19. He said, son, I noticed you quit. You quit a lot. You stop, you start. You stop, I was 18, maybe 19, maybe 20. I know I wasn't 21. He said, you gotta finish something, son. Every time you get uncomfortable, you quit. Change this program, change that program, change that major, change this person. Finish the relationship. Stop breaking up with everybody. Oh, she ain't this, or he too this. What are you? What are you not? You're not God's gift to America. No, in relationships, people have to deal with you too. You're not, what? What? No, you're not perfect. You're not as amazing as you think you are. So stop quitting certain things and leaving things and leaving people and no new friends. You need some new friends. You're dumb. You need some new friends. You need some new challenges. No, stop. No, why are you always breaking up with somebody? And then they're this. I don't do this. I don't like this. I don't like how to do. You're always doing it. You quit everything. You didn't. Listen. Don't get mad if you're gonna quit within the first 2 years. We all of us. Listen. Y'all done got mad on a Saturday. We could have been asleep. You done made us put on some dress clothes, only for you to get divorced in 2, 3, 4 years. Y'all had y'all wedding on a Friday night. You know what we could have been doing? Only for you to quit, only because you didn't like something. It wasn't a real situation where, okay, yeah, this is not a good marriage to be in. No, you just because you didn't like something. Stop wasting everybody's time. And then something we had to pay for our own food. Food was cold. Finish something. All right? 4 tips on relationships. Number 1, have a partner meeting. If you're involved, you got to say partner these days because, you know, it's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on in the world, so I got to say partner. All right? Have a top of the year meeting with your partner and see if you all are on the same page. Ask them for areas of improvement because you ain't perfect and you didn't do everything right. Oh, I'm supportive. I'm supportive. I don't complain. No. Stop. Stop. No. Have a conversation. My father I hated these. We had family meetings. So mom, my sister, and I and Dad would sit at the table from time to time for a family meeting. Normally, it was about something that we didn't do. Like, now, y'all didn't leave. I didn't got the light bill. The light bill is $1.4 million. The light bill is $1.4 million. So I need you all to sit down and help. And y'all need to help. Have a family meeting. Have a partner meeting. Sit down and say, hey, how can I improve? Am I loving you the way that you want to be loved? Are you enjoying being with me? No, I'm serious, y'all. My dad used to have we used to have family meetings from time to time, and typically it was things that we needed to improve, because he was right. He was like, I'm carrying the house. I pay for y'all's cars, A, B, C, and D, blah, 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 so, blah, 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 blah. When we first got cars and stuff like that, you know, and I get it now. I get it. He get the light bill, water, gas, and light, whoever. I remember seeing it one time. That light bill said $1.4 million. I was like, how they gonna pay that? I ain't got nothing. Have a partnership meeting. Have you and your spouse, you and your girlfriend, you and your boyfriend, whatever your preference is, and say, hey, do you still want to be with me? Am I loving you well? Are you happy? What are some of the goals that, what are two or three things that we want to accomplish together this year? Are we on the same page? Yeah. Have a partnership meeting. Put married people, get down, sit down at a table and say, okay, let's look at the money. Don't just be like, yeah, we got to pay the bill. No. Stop. Don't do that. Have an intentional meeting with your spouse, your lover, and say, okay, how are we going to approach the money? And don't just talk about money the entire time. Talk about sex. Are we having enough sex? How is the sex? Do we need to change up the sex? I'm talking about married folk. Have we been spending enough time together? How can I improve around the house? Men, ask her, can I do a little bit more around the house? You may be surprised that you may have done something 2 or 3 weeks ago that she felt like you shouldn't have done, and you didn't even know. She may be walking around with something. Ladies, you too. You may have said something or done something or didn't do something, didn't acknowledge something, didn't acknowledge his new shoes, didn't acknowledge what he did, didn't acknowledge the fact that he washed the dishes. Have those meetings going forward so offense won't build up. Unhappiness won't continue. Ask your partner, are you happy with me? Are you happy in this relationship? You may find out that she's not happy. Spend more time together. Lovers, spend more time together. Man, I gotta grind. We gotta spend more time together too, or we may lose the people that we love. Spend more time together. Number whatever else, say I love you more. Say I love you more. Don't go days without saying I love you. Man, people, listen, have we not learned anything from the pandemic? Say I love you more. Say I love you more. Y'all need to say I love you more. Y'all need to, and listen, I'm not talking about a text. Say I love you more. I didn't say text I love you more. Say I love you more. Say, hey, just call to say I love you. I know you're busy. Bye. What you doing? I'm busy. You don't have to do all that. Just say, hey, just call to say I love you. I want you to know that. Proud of you. You're doing a great job. You can be mad as hell, y'all, but be like, this is what real love is. Be mad at them. You just be mad. Just mad, right? And then you say, this is what real relationship is. I'm mad, but I still love you. I'm still proud of you. You'd be surprised. That may change a person. That may That may encourage a person to do better. Don't feel the need to always bring everything to a person's attention. All right? Number whatever else, avoid meaningless arguments. Avoid meaningless arguments. Avoid meaningless arguments. If we're going to argue, because I think arguing is good, healthy arguments. Healthy arguments. Watch this. If we're going to argue, make sure we end the argument with a solution. Let's avoid meaningless arguments. I'm almost done. Say thank you more. Say thank you. This is how you start the new year. Say thank you more. Hey, babe, I appreciate what you do. You do a lot for us. You do a lot for me. Men, say thank you. She does a lot, bro. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for understanding my temperament. Thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for giving. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Learn. Here's my last one. Learn each other again. People change. People evolve. People grow. I hope you're involved with people who are ever evolving, because some people are not. Some people are not growing. But when people are actively involved in their progression, learn them again. Learn them again. Ask questions. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? What inspires you? What are some of the things that you want to accomplish just personally? You'd be surprised that people, because hear me, if people have new friends, they're graduating, they're reading, people are growing. So have that conversation where you're intentionally learning the person.